Coming down to support levels, and it's too close to the bottom. Going sideways, kind of making sure that I can see what's going on here. Going sideways, kind of making sure that I can see what's going on here. All right, we got to adjust this. Shoot. Close of yesterday's down here now. That don't matter too much anymore. Got the low, got the low. Where's the low of yesterday? And then it just collapsed. You know, I went long and then we went short. You just got to follow the direction, man. That's why it was a great day yesterday.
Connection lost.
And now it's at the bottom. All right, is there a chance to go long? Well, it hasn't hit that box yet. I'm not too interested in it at the moment. It hasn't come down here yet. It's teasing. It's teasing. I could see some fake breakouts happening right over here. Fake breakouts are very possible. Exponentially, these two charts are not going in the same direction, so I'm not interested in going long. Let's see what the 1,000 tick chart is. Starting to flip up. Okay, we're at the 100 tick and the 1,000 tick. It's giving us some possible long signals here if these two charts start to agree in the direction. We are at a support level, but it never tapped into that box, so I'm a little suspicious of it. Day chart is we're below yesterday's close and we're below yesterday's low. So it's bearish. It's a double bearish times 2. And there's a pivot level down here that is just begging. I can hear it. It's begging to be swept. So I am not necessarily interested in going long. Here is the 60-minute chart on the MNQ, 4-hour chart. You can see that very bearish pattern. Now, if we get a consolidation down here, on the exponential chart and a push, it's possible to try to go long on that. Yep, rotating back down where we need to think about shorting more. We need to think about shorting more than anything on this. I mean, I think a fake breakout is likely. Although it's developing in the transition phase here. That looks good. How about a red bar ignored? Tight stop. Red bar ignored.
Order filled.
See if it'll keep going. Keep going.
Order submitted.
I guess I'll stop out right underneath it. I'll stop out right underneath this red bar area. See if it'll keep going. Give me something. Break even. Break even. Come on, keep going. Keep
Order
going.
filled.
Break even. Oh well. What could I have gotten out of that? It's my first trade. I need to wake up. So I hit 1-to-1 on there. That's good. Yeah, I would have stopped out. So, take that 1-to-1. I mean, I guess I should have just taken a 1-to-1 because everything else is down. 5 minutes down, 15 minutes down. So in this case, just taking a pop to the top is okay. Breaking even when I did was smart. Especially instinct in this market right here. It's chopping around like this. A market that's dominantly down. taking a 1-to-1 or breaking even as fast as you can is pretty smart. I want to short this, but I'd like to wait until it rolls back down here, maybe breaks this trend line. Let's see what happens here. There's a green bar ignored. Short that right there. Get my mind wrapped around what to do here. Shorting that right there would be not too bad of an idea. It broke that pivot level. Pivot level right there. So let's see. Maybe I'll get another entry. Get it. Some people might say it's only pulling back to that fair value gap. But could have sold it, could have shorted it 2-to-1. Anything going down, you hold longer than 1-to-1 because everything else is down. All the higher time charts are down. So there, I missed my green bar ignored. On the pivot level, break. Oh man, that was good. At the pivot level, there was a green bar ignored. Okay, I hear you. Alarm. I understand. It's dropping. So I missed the best setup. I went long and broke even at the top there because the whole thing's trending down. If it's trending down, I don't want to hold my long positions for very long other than a 1-to-1 if everything's down. So now that it's going down, however, I can hold my positions longer than a 1-to-1. And I missed this pivot level break right here because I was doing something. Pivot level break, broke the pivot level, gave me my favorite green bar ignored. Boom, green bar ignored. I set up my entry measurements here and it took off without me. I was waiting for it to pull back up to entry and give me a chance to re-enter on a missed trade, and it just took off. It didn't come back up here, so I barely missed that trade. And we took this trade up here. Now it swept the bottom. Very interesting, very interesting. Break even up there. That's a great trade setup right there. It's still trying to go. Are we going to cross back up now through the yesterday's close? There's still room to go down. There's another good setup. Green bar ignored. Can't chase it, can't chase it. Just pay attention. Oh, bouncing off that pivot level. Green bar ignored possibly right here if it continues. There's a chance to re-enter that trade.
Order filled.
I'll take a re-entry. I'll try to do it now.
Order submitted.
See if it'll stop me out.
Order filled.
Oh wait, well that's okay. I would have taken that trade anyway, and my stop would have been right there. Don't worry about what the P&L is, bro.
Order filled.
I'll try it again. A P&L.
Order submitted.
There we go. Come on, go down. Break down.
Order submitted.
Missed that one. Got this one. Stopped out on that one.
Order filled.
So I stopped out twice here. That means just stop. I'm not going to keep getting chopped out right here. It's making a higher, made a higher low right here in this. It's sideways. So yeah, trying to force it to go down is not what we want to do here. I missed my beautiful move. This was the Mac Daddy move. So this red line is just a low from 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago. I still think it wants to go down, but I'm really concerned about shorting it right now in this area. I guess it's going to have to just prove to me that it wants to go down. Trying to short it when it's trending up like that is very, very impossible. Just impossible.
Order canceled.
Can't really do that. Now must be some kind of news, or it's 8 o'clock or 8:07. Today's Thursday. Jobless claims at 8:30. Got it. Couple things at 8:30. All right, gotcha. Yeah. Wow, that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7R return on that trade. Well, things are clearly switching now. Dang, look at that 5-minute reversal candle, man. It did sweep the bottom of 3 days ago. There's not another bottom until, wow, over a week ago. I'm ready for it to come back down. Let's see what it's going to do. But that sure is an big, strong move up, man. That's hard to try to sell back into, but you got to find something really, really tiny risk. Tiny risk, but now the exponential higher chart is on the upside. It needs to break down below those moving averages before I do anything. And even right here, that's looking really good, that setup right here. But you got this, it's still... Well, it looks good on the other charts. Like it's hitting some resistance. Starting to roll down, yeah. I could try this short. Ugh, something's popping it up right here. I could try to short sell this. So, kind of want to. Man, with that behavior like that though. Yeah, I told you it's still it's above the moving averages over here. I'd rather see it break down and then come back up a test and then roll back down. So let's not short this while it's above the moving averages like that. I do like how it's getting stuck up there, but it can push right through. I mean, it's a really strong green bounce candle. Those two green candles on the right engulfed and went over the top of the two red candles. So it could be going sideways for a while here. The market is about to give some news in 20 minutes, so it might not do anything. Let's just wait. Waiting on that news. If we get a sell here, I don't know. That's possible to get a sell here. I just swinging. It's swinging too. I don't like these higher highs in this area. It's got to break down on this side. It's got to break down under here. The short looked really good. It looked really good to short right here. But I said, it's not broken down under these moving averages, and it wasn't long until it just popped up and popped up even higher. So it's got to break this level before there's any consideration of shorting. I think short is the better side to be on today on this. Day chart is red and red. Below yesterday's close and below yesterday's low. It just swept the pivot level of 3 days ago. But there's a lot of room to go down to the next pivot level. Way down here. Yep, so if it breaks right here, I'd be happy to try something. Give me a green bar ignored. I might try it. It might just be whipping and chopping and hitting a higher high, hitting a higher low, and then staying in this range. If it gives me a green bar ignored, I'll try it. Green bar ignored, I'll give it a whirl.
Order filled.
See if it'll go down. If not, that's okay. Green bar ignored. Let's see what happens. Down back. That's box. This box was important.
Stop filled.
Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it's fine with me. If you get stuck under here, though, if it gets stuck, sometimes the first green bar doesn't work.
Order submitted.
If it gets back up above that line and back into that range, it's probably going to keep doing that until 15 minutes from now. Here's a test off of it. See what happens here. I ain't afraid to trade. I ain't afraid to take a loss. If the setups are good, if all my time charts are saying something, bearish, bearish, bearish. 15 is bearish. 60 is bearish. Day chart is bearish. Then we're going to go bearish. The exponential charts are bearish. Could be a bull flag, a bear flag developing right here. It's got to stay below that line though. Once it starts closing up into that line, I'm going to take my order off. Not that interested. It's got a green bar on the higher time chart now, and if it ignores, see if it'll trigger me in down here. $25. It's only a $25 trade if it triggers me in for the micro. But if it keeps going up into that area, I'm not interested because you just don't know what it's going to do.
Order canceled.
We got like 11, 12 minutes until the news comes out. So that's what it's probably doing then, is just, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back to that high level and triggers those stops. No more dollar cost averaging, no more moving my stop, no more adding to losing trades, hoping it goes in my direction. That stuff's gone, done and gone away with. Follow the overall direction of the day. Understand what the day is. The day is bearish. So what's it going to do over here? I'm not going to take it. It might work, unfortunately, but I just can't trust it how it's popping up like that. It did create a lower high, actually. The range on it's too much. This could work. Should I try it one more time right here? I just think it's too close to news. I love this setup. This is my setup. This is where I'm looking to get. This is what I like to take. It's continuing down. It's breaking down. It just got rejected again. But you got like 12 minutes until the news comes. And maybe it'll, I like it. That's what I'm looking for. I want it to break down below that pivot and keep going. Give me a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, down to this level down here, hopefully the bottom. But I think it's going to wait until the news. I don't normally trade around news like this, so I don't know what to do. I'm actually just don't know if I should take it or not. I'm down $9. Took 3 trades. I'm down $9 already today. See, I want to take that. I don't know if I should let news bother me when it's 10 minutes away or something. I don't know. Let's set up, see what would happen. This is good experience for me. See if I would have got a 1-to-1 on that. I would have break even at this point though already. So only because the news, it's at the bottom of this range, hitting this trend line. Break even. I'd be on break even right now. That's definitely something I would do. That's my trade setup though. I'd take that all day long if it wasn't for the news and my ignorance. And I'm pretty green trading this close to news. If it's the afternoon or something, I'd be all over that. So yeah, it hit 1-to-1, and if I didn't take it, let's see what happens here. Looks like it's getting support on that level. Yeah. Yeah, now it might be just going sideways for the time being. They would have broke me even right there. Break even. This close to news, I definitely don't want to just sit in the trade like I would in the afternoon. I'd let it come stop me out. If I believed it was going to keep going down, nothing's in the way, just let it stop you out. That's my goal. What is my goal? My goal is, right now I'm working on trying to break even. Current goal. Yeah, current goal is to break even and then hold for specific targets. So that's the current goal. Last week's goal was accomplished. Do not move my stop loss. Wait for target 1 to get hit. Well, actually, that's a goal from a month ago. That goal's old. I'm doing that 100% now. I'm no longer moving my stop loss. I'm no longer getting out early. I'll move it to break even, and I'm breaking even a lot. So I'm not moving my stop loss out of the way and further away and this and that. That's old stuff. That's last year's problem. Put the trade in and do not move the stop. The only place I can move the stop is to go to break even, if it gets far enough away from break even. I don't think we're going to get any price action until that news comes out, and then it's going to move, and hopefully it'll keep flowing all the way to the bell, open bell. And of course, I could be wrong. But we got news. A little over 5 minutes. Seven minutes. Man, that's a perfect little setup. There it is again, right at the pivot level. Green bar ignored. I'm going to do some mental trading on it. Let's set up our get in right there. Alarm going off. It just broke that pivot level right there. All right, so just a mental trade. Get in after that green bar is ignored, and stops at the top of the green bar. Everything's trending down. If it wasn't for the news, I'd be in that trade. Or with my new rule, I missed that trade right there. That really ticks me off. It could have come back to break me even, though. Unless I have my rule right now that I'm working on. This new rule is leave your stop right here and let it shoot for a particular target. The target would be this red line again. I'd be holding that trade with my stop on break. It's possible I'd go to break even now after it came to break even. After it came to break even, tested the entry level. That's what the price always does that. Price always comes back and stops people out. And this is a second way to get in the trade if you missed it. You missed the trade, get back in up here. I did that earlier. I missed a trade and it shot way up here and I got in and it ended up stopping me out, but it was half a stop out because I got back in when price came back up. I just did that this morning. That's why I'm down $9 and not $20. So it would have hit my target right here because waiting for news, I wouldn't want to keep holding it necessarily. Okay, that's close to 2-to-1. So that's my new goal. Don't move your stop, keep it on break even, and have a particular target in mind. Let it play out. Just keeps dropping. Keeps dropping. We got that. Where's that new? The new. It might go all the way down, bro. It might go all the way down. There's a huge drop. It could drop. I'm gonna put some. Put it down here. Okay, I got it down, way down now. Buddy, yeah, I guess so. This is a good learning experience for me. It is just trending and flying, and the news is coming out in like 4 minutes. But we've seen news just make the price just sit there, and you just don't know what it's going to do. And like I said, I don't normally trade around news. I wish this is going to help me learn right here. Today's going to be a good learning experience. We got jobs report coming out. It happens every week, so I don't know if it's that significant. But I'm sure I'm missing some good trades because I'm waiting for the news. Yeah, that's a bummer. The trade I did take right here, I got stopped out on. That's okay. The frustrations of trading can make you go on tilt. I'm not going on tilt. Is that my trade? There's my trade right there. I took it on the green bar ignore. Here's a green bar ignored at a pivot level. That would have succeeded. Green bar ignored. I just caught it at the wrong time. Could have got back in the trade over here. Green bar ignored. There's a circle right there. That one was good. Here's a green bar ignored right here. Never hit the stop loss. Green bar ignored right here. All these green bar. No, the reason why. The only way these work so good is just because you have to get all your time charts going in the same direction. Like everything's got to be going in the same direction. The day chart, when it's below previous day's levels, 60-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, all your tick charts, everything's pointing down. Every green bar ignored, I'll take. Every single one, except for when it's around news. I don't know how to trade around news. I guess. I mean, this is going to teach me a lot. Today I am learning a lot about news. Okay, so we got just a couple minutes now till the news is out. So got exactly 1 minute. 1 minute to go until the news is out. So everything's down. Let's go check out. Did I lose data? No, I did not lose data. All right. There's the news. We don't know what it's doing, man. It think it keep right on going down. Shoot. Well, let's settle down for a second.
First-time claims for unemployment insurance. So 203 new claims for unemployment insurance. They were forecasting for many more. That's good.
Good stuff there, JD. Thank you for that. We got the numbers out of the way. That buyer in gold 4605s. And someone asked in the chat, couldn't they be covering shorts? They could be. It could be covering a short down there. But kind of the same thought process. If you're buying something, you're expecting that it's probably going to go up, right? If I'm buying something because I'm covering a short, I probably don't see much more room down. If I'm buying something because I'm getting in long, I probably don't see much more room down. And we're going up from there. So we'll see.
Order filled.
Short covering takes selling pressure away from the market. Is that right, Hogue?
That is correct. It is correct.
That might be what we saw there. Let's take a look at these charts Hogue, on a higher time frame. Temporary, yeah. How much do we trust them? Let's take a look, Hogue. Where might we be going in gold here? 3,500s, I heard you say yesterday.
Yeah, there was a couple articles I was reading, and they were suggesting gold will reach 15 to 20,000 by the end of the year, but it's going to stop down at 3,500 first. Who knows? ACH, anything can happen. But what I was reading last night is anybody trying to sell physical gold is running into liquidity problems. They are having a difficult time finding buyers for silver and for gold. The articles were basically about those two. So if you are trying to sell physical gold right now, if you can find a buyer, you're probably going to have to wait at least 2 weeks for your money, and they're only buying like larger lots of it. So we do have a little bit of a liquidity crunch here as far as our metals are concerned. Obviously we've broken below the weekly kickoff low. We've broken below any area of balance that we were establishing inside of the big breakdown range here. So we are now holding below the 100 session moving average, the 200 session moving average. Is that even a possibility? Well, ACH, anything can happen. And the way this market, has volume dried up, buying dried up, selling dried up, there is a change in the overall market state here, and that's to the downside. And if dealers are having a liquidity problem, that is going to exacerbate as more and more people start to panic trying to sell gold. I'm not long, I'm not short. But I wouldn't be buying this with anybody's money right now. I'm looking for a pullback, and I do want to buy it, but certainly not today. I mean, we're putting in lows. We've broken structure. We've broken everything that we can break. Folks, there is a snake in the economic woodpile right now. It's becoming more and more obvious, and this is part of the issue here is the liquidity issue. So. Where are buyers going to step in? I don't know. Last thing I want to do, however, is to fight a directional market. DFADM. Do not fight a directional market.
Exactly.
All I can say. Jay, what are you thinking on the daily
Don't
chart
fight the direction.
Exactly that, Hogue. Do not fight a directional market. Is there going to be potentially a bounce here in gold? Yes, but my 1 and 2 lots are not going to save this market. So if I'm going to trade it, my job right now looks like getting in the flow or staying out. The daily ATR in gold, $156. So far, high to low range, we have $263. But we've seen this before. Range expansion days in the metals are a real thing. And that's what we have right now. Again, gold down almost 6% on the day, silver down over 12%. I'm looking at the lower extreme of the 3-day sell-off that we had that we haven't tested since we printed it. 44.23 is that price. We're about 4% off that right now. So I don't know if that's a possibility for today, but of course anything can happen. But on a higher time frame, it looks like that may be where the market is going. I see any buying opportunities here in the metals as, maybe taking advantage of some short covering, but that only happens in, I think, very specific areas, right? You'll see a volume pattern that shows that, maybe a big fat round number, 4,600. We could see some short covering coming in there, but if I find myself buying gold, it's a see profit, take profit trade, because the flow in this market is definitely to the downside right now.
Yeah. Longs are see money, take money at this point, right?
Yep.
All right,
also,
let's take a
real
look
quick,
at the-
Hogue, I know we're going to take a look at the S&P
All right.
in just a little bit, but there is a ton of size for anybody trading the S&P right now. A ton of size on the books, on the bid, between 66.28 and 66.32. There's about 3,000 contracts on the bid there. So just watch out for the S&P there. A couple 800 lots.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's could partially be rollover related, but good eye.
Yeah.
Good eye. Yeah, we'll definitely watch that. All right, so let's move to the 30-minute chart here in gold. So there we go. So yesterday we broke some important structure, and we talked about it a little bit, but we didn't really see any directional activity yesterday. We are certainly seeing directional activity today. When we broke below and gapped, leaving the island bottom gap unfilled in regular trading hours, that was a bad sign. We talked about it yesterday. We were looking at weekly kickoff low 48.97 to be a decision-making area. Late in the day, I believe it kind of started to become a decision-making area as price reapproached that. We had nothing but shadows on the 30-minute bar, on the 30-minute chart. This was, on the regular trading hour close for 2 30-minute bars after that. Price tried to look above there. Sellers started to take control in that area, and the sellers are obviously still in control. If we're going to talk, if we even need to, about overnight inventory, obviously overnight inventory has become extremely short. We are opening with a session gap. I'm not even going to point that out. The session gap would close if it were going to at 48.37.10. I think the probabilities of that are relatively low. So let's take a look at what we are looking at below in the short time frame as far as visual targets. All right, so we've got a session gap. To close this session gap, we're going to have to get down to 45.63.80. Below that, there are still weaknesses in structure below this. And it was such a strong move to the upside. We've got to 21% off the all-time high here. That's 44.23.20. That is the low from the deep pullback that we did at the end of February, beginning of March, right? Or whatever day that was, or those were. So we do have naked POCs. They seem they seem obscure sometimes, but 44.93 is a visual target. We've got another one down below that, 43.64. There's all kinds of weaknesses in structure for traders to target if this market does continue this move to the downside. This is a very strong move. There are fundamental causes of it. Don't fight a directional market. If you can't get in it, stay out of it. That's my suggestion. If you can't get in this, maybe one of these structures down below is going to start to attract buyers. We don't know, but until you see some sort of structure, some sort of reversal pattern, hopefully on a longer time frame chart, like a 30-minute or an hourly or a 4-hour chart, I'm very cautious just to stay out of the way of this. If you're thinking about buying gold, I think you're going to have a chance to buy it cheaper at some point in the future. Jay, what do you think on this 30-minute chart?
So on the 30 here, Hogue, I think you just said it, right? Overnight inventory is clearly short, maybe not a
Order
market that I want
filled.
to fight, but where have we seen this pattern before? Yesterday. We saw a ton of selling coming in, and the 8 a.m. Eastern time candle at that time was the highest volume 30-minute candle of the day. And you can see, we talked about this yesterday, sometimes high volume means continuation, where we never really got that type of capitulation selling where it looks like a bunch of stops just went off and then buyers stepped up. So if you look at yesterday's highest volume 30-minute candle, the same candle that we have right now, that became a resistance right at that weekly kickoff low level. And once the market left that range, it never really accepted price back in there, right? We checked it a couple times. So I'm looking at this 8 a.m. Eastern time candle as the same thing. If price and volume leave this range, this could be an area, you know, traders all the time say, you know,
losing a trade is irrelevant to the more important thing of, did you take a good trade? Did you take a good trade? Was this a good trade? That's the only thing that's important right now. This thing is so far behind. What is the deal? I don't even know where that thing is at. Goodness gracious. Whatever.
Stop filled.
Okay, that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. We took a good trade. That was a good trade setup. The market will try to push you to the point of breaking. It'll try to frustrate you to the point of making stupid decisions. It'll try to put you on, that's called being put on tilt. And you can't let that happen. This is a good setup. It was good. Everything was going down. It was rotating nicely. Green bar ignored. Boom, jump on it. That's okay. I'm going to keep taking them. I'm going to keep taking them. You missed some good trades, man. That's why you're not green right now. You missed the best trades. You missed some of the good trades. That's okay.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Keep coming. Keep going.
Connection lost.
Hit the target. Or not. Hit the target. 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 I'm gonna wait. Sorry.
Target filled.
There you go. That was a better trade. Actually, when I saw this turning up here, it just seemed right, and I was too busy worrying about these to line up instead of understanding some deeper elements, such as it was at the top of a pivot level. These had not crossed yet. Excuse me. Still going, boy. Still going. I'm not sure how to fix it. I'm using XSplit to broadcast to YouTube through the scheduled event service. It's all working. It's live streaming. I've figured that out. However, there is a problem with the stream. On the YouTube end, when people watch it, when I watch it myself through a browser, it seems to be extremely delayed. When I refresh, it takes me back to almost current activity, but not long after, it starts to slow down and it drops behind way, way farther than normal. And when I refresh the page, it seems to catch it up. I'm not sure how to fix that or what the problem is. Excuse me. What you're seeing is very common YouTube live behavior, and the good news is that it's usually not an XSplit failure. The problem almost always comes from YouTube's latency mode, buffering behavior, or player settings rather than your stream quality falling behind. Let's break it down. What actually happens, symptoms recap based on your description. Stream is live and healthy.